Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today is day number 8 of the Liberty Advent calendar. So we're going to have a look at day number 8 in a moment. Just a short fun fact for you. This tiger behind me, it's a Sumatran tiger. It was a picture that was taken in the animal kingdom in Disney World. My wife took it, and it's not it's not Photoshop. There's nothing fake about it. It is a real picture. She zoomed in through the bars where the enclosure was with all the tigers, and just at the right moment, this tiger, I believe it's called Sheba. She was asleep, and just as my wife zoomed in with her camera through the bars, she did that. She woke up and had that exact expression at that exact moment, looking into the camera. That's all my wife's handiwork. That, and then what we did when we were looking at it, we said, why don't we blow it up on a canvas? So we did. There it is. Isn't that incredible? That's all my wife's handiwork. Anyway, we're going to open day number 8 now of the Liberty Advent calendar. So here we go.
Open. 3, 2, 1.
Merry Christmas.
Right. Let's see what we have, shall we? For day number 8. So here we go. This is by Dr. Mariam Zamani, and it's MZ Skin or Ms Skin, and it's a moisturizer by the looks of things. It's a rich moisturizer. MZ Skin. There we go. And I'm going to show you inside. Exactly what it looks like. Oops. Where have you gone? There. There we go. And I'm going to do what I always do. And I'll test it. So that's what it looks like. And I'll just put it on my skin just to test it. And it seeps in very quickly. Yeah, it's a neutral smell, but it's very nice, and it seeps into the skin very quickly. So that's MZ Skin or Ms Skin, day number 8. There, nice moisturizer. Day number 9. Tomorrow. So that was day number 8 of the Liberty Advent calendar. Now we're going to continue where we left off in my last video with the common sense quiz. We were about halfway through, so let's continue. I'll be with you in just a moment. Right, so here we go with the continuation of the common sense quiz, part 2. So next question is, a rooster lays an egg on a barn roof. Which way does it roll? A rooster lays an egg on a barn roof. Which way does it roll? Well, a rooster doesn't lay an egg, for starters. A hen lays an egg. So the answer is it doesn't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just turn the screen around so you can actually see what I'm doing here. So bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, that's better. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. So next question. Is it legal for a person living in Texas to be buried in Pennsylvania? Is it legal for a person living in Texas to be buried in Pennsylvania? Well, the answer's pretty obvious. If a person, if a person isn't dead, if they're still living, of course it is illegal. You can't kill a person and bury them in Pennsylvania, so it's certainly not legal. So the answer is no. It's a trick question, obviously, as you see there. So it is illegal to bury anyone alive, regardless of this. So, well, there you are. So on to the next one. When is the right time to flip a pancake? Whenever you want, when it gets brown on top, when the top starts to bubble, or never. Well, I'm going to guess that one is when the top starts to bubble. There we are. It's an old trick that fewer people know than you might think. When the pancake starts to bubble, flip it. Don't know that. Right. Next one. Which of these numbers is even? 1, 4, 7 or 11? I think this is a straightforward question. So obviously number 4 is even. So that's the right answer. Even numbers can be divided neatly by 2. Odd numbers cannot. So we are. What part of a person's body grows for their whole life? Toes, shoulders, ears, eyes. Well, your eyes are already grown when you're born. Your toes don't really grow. Your feet do as a whole unit, but your toes don't actually grow. It's your whole foot. Your shoulders don't. Obviously, with weight training, your shoulders will broaden, but the actual shoulder joints themselves won't grow. They just stay as they are. So the answer I can tell you actually is your ears. Your ears, as you progressively age through life, your ears grow. That's a fact. I know that. Two parts of the person's body grow throughout their life: the ears and the nose. Yeah, the nose is the other one. Okay, next one. In which of these countries do they not use euros? The Netherlands, England, Germany, Italy. Right, well, the answer is staring you in the face there, because obviously in this country, England, we still use the pound. So there's the answer. Do Buddhists believe in God? Yes or no? Some of them, no one knows. Well, God is sort of a generic term, a little bit like deity. I have some friends who are practicing Buddhists, and when I asked that same question to them, they said, some of us, not all of us, some of us. So the answer for me is some of them. And it's the right answer. Whoops. Okay, this is an interesting one. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. You are in a dark room with a candle, a gas stove and a lamp. You only have one match. Which do you light first? Right, well, it is a common sense quiz, so which one do you light first? If you look at the answers there, it's obviously the match, because without lighting the match, you can't light any of the other things. You can't light the wick, you can't light the oil lamp or the gas. So the answer there is the match. How much dirt is in a hole that's 18 feet deep and 4 feet wide? So, how much dirt is in a hole? There's the answer already. How much dirt is in a hole? Well, if there's a hole, there's no dirt in there at all, is it? Because it's a hole. It's not, because there's nothing in there. So the answer is none. Okay. If there are 5 apples and you take 4, how many do you have? 5 apples and you take 4, how many do you have? Think about it. It's 4, isn't it? Well, hey! Well, did we get them all right? Did we get them all right? Maybe we did. Maybe we did. And here we are. What do we get for that? Do we get a congratulation? Oh yes, we get congratulations. And look, you can share on Facebook if you want to. Well, I'm not on Facebook, so I'll be sharing it on YouTube instead. So, I'm doing one other quiz, which is a very good one. If you've ever seen the film Home Alone, I'll be doing a quiz on the films Home Alone 1 and 2 coming up very shortly. But for now, thanks for watching from How Stuff Works, the Common Sense quiz, 35 out of 35. And from me, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely, lovely day, magical day, and don't forget about the Liberty Advent Calendar tomorrow for day number 9. Okay, folks. Cue the fireworks. Bye for now.